In the previous video, we explained briefly about the population of interest, and the sample. To have a better understanding, let's start with an example on a published article in Sweden. In this original research article, the research group want to find out if men are undertreated and women are overtreated with the antidepressants in Sweden. Let's look at only that much data that we have or we know so far about this study. The population of Sweden is 9.5 million people. In this research, due to the nature of the medication, they narrowed down the population of interest to adults aged between 18 to 84 years old, which make the population of interest as large as 8.3 million people. For gathering data, they decided to design a questionnaire and send it by the post to 16,000 randomly selected people, of course in this age group. Among them, 7,618 replied and sent the questionnaire back to the researchers. With the focus on the gender, 3,435 men and 4,183 women were among respondents. So, if the population of interest is 8.3 million people, the sample will be 7,618 of them so far. We also have the research question here, or the aim of the study. And we know that as part of a methodology, they use postal questionnaire. Some basic part of the results are the numbers that we presented right now. And if we look at the whole research, this kind of a study is known as a cross-sectional study, which subjects are only contacted once, and the data that we gather is like a snapshot of the population of the interest in respect to the specific condition or exposure. Therefore, this kind of study is more descriptive and might also called a survey. Let's look at the numbers we have so far. We have 3,435 men among respondents. If we divide this number by the total number of participants, we reach to the value of 0.45 or 45%. On the other hand, 55% of respondents are women, and 45% here we show they are men. This value is also known as the proportion and demonstrated by the percentage. But if we divide the number of men, 3,435, to the number of women, 4,183, we are reporting the male to female ratio, in this case 0.82, which by the way is not a percentage. This value can be compared with the male to female ratio in the population of interest, which in this case is 0.85. To give us a crude idea about representativeness of the sample, we can look at or compare these two ratios. In the next video, we explain the proportion and ratio separately to understand it better.